GitHub component, let's do a little more than just say the word GitHub. I'm going to throw in an image with a big GitHub logo. I'll paste that in Slack. That's going to be huge. So I've got some CSS for this component as well. And here we're not going to do the whole Aphrodite or CSS and JavaScript thing. We're just going to use separate JavaScript files for each component. Just keep in mind when we do this, there's nothing that's actually scoping that CSS file to that JavaScript file just because you imported it there. It's still all global CSS. So I'll make a new CSS file called github.css, named the same as my component. I'll paste in my styles. Which are being pasted into Slack as well. And then I just import them. Import./github.css. You don't import something from there, you just import it. And now I've got the GitHub logo at a reasonable size. Without the CSS, it's huge. And then I'll add a form to the page. So let's make a form. Oops. Make a form. In the form, let's put a div. Inside the div, let's put an input. Type of text. So what I want to do is I want to be able to type in a GitHub username and get some information about that user from the API. So I suppose I'll make this required and autofocus, why not? Type equals text. And I need a button, so I'll put the button inside another div. Button type equals submit. All right, see you. Thanks. Look up GitHub user. Screwed this up somehow. I accidentally put this outside the div. Didn't mean to do that. The form needs to be inside that div. There you go. There you go. So here's github.js now with a form being pasted in Slack right now. So just a new component with a form in it. And by now we're all old pros at making forms controlled by React. So let's do it. We know how to do this. Let's add some state where we're going to keep track of the username that we've typed in that input field. I'll just put username here. I'll initialize it as an empty string. If I put value equals this.state.username, now can't type in there anymore, right? So I need to handle change. Say on change equals this.handle change. Writing for the method we want, not the method we have, because we haven't written it yet. Let's write it. Handle change. It's an arrow function. We'll call this .setState. And we'll just set username to event target value. Right, same thing we've done over and over. Let's look in our React Dev Tools. Let's find our GitHub component. There it is. This.state.username is empty string. Start typing something in here. There we go. Add a controlled form to GitHub component.